So I wanted to give a brief update on how everything is growing in the garden this spring. It's been a slow start, I suppose, but here are some of our blueberries which are doing really well so far. To be honest with you, blueberries tend to do the best out of everything. I think we have really acidic soil here where we are in London, and so these we've got about 8 different plants, and each year they tend to do really well. So this is kind of what the space looks like, and all these bushes here with the white flowers are all blueberries, and we've got a number of different varieties so that fruiting is paced out across the growing season. So it kind of starts from late June all the way to September. Then in addition to this, we have a bunch of different apples growing. This is the red love, which I've spoken about before. We have over there in the corner, that is a red Falstaff, and over here we have a russet apple. I tend to forget what type of russet it is, but I'm seeing loads of snails on the trees in these recent weeks. I'm not too sure why, but we also have this discovery over here, which is probably my favourite. It's the earliest apple in August, and I think it's a really nice apple as well, especially it has a pink flush, depending on the type of year. Now across here we have a couple of plums. We've got an apricot which is growing really well. This is, blimey, I can't remember the name. I think it's Hungarian Best, which I got from Yew Garden many years ago. And yeah, you'll notice that everything is planted really closely together, but we do keep on top of pruning to make sure that the plants don't overlap, or that there's enough sunlight getting through to everything. We have another plum here which is one of my faves, but last year it didn't fruit for us. Hopefully this year it might. There are 1 or 2 flowers, I'm not too sure. We also have over here, we have an Asian pear. I can't find much fruit on it this year, but yeah, this one tends to perform really well where we are in London. We also here have another pear. This is called a petit pois, which produces tiny pears about that big, the size of a table tennis ball, and you can see that fruit has already set, which is really great, which I'm really happy with. We have a bunch of other kind of flowers which have lost their leaves, and with all of this, really it's been done by just a few bees that I've been seeing every day. Bumblebees, black-footed bees, I think that might be the name. They're doing really well. We've got more blueberries over here on this side of the garden, and this one here was done, this is about 6 foot, this bush, and it's short, it's in an elevated bed, but this is done so that little hands or little children or even foxes don't get them. We have more plums up here. Fruit has set, which is really great. Let's see how that goes. Last year I didn't do much pruning, so I'm hoping that I'm going to see more improved results in terms of the fruit setting. Then into our greenhouse, which I know I have to do a lot of work in here, but I spoke about this recently. This is an Aureola fig, which is from Fig du Monde, from Thierry in France. I believe this variety was found in Ibiza, but this has been doing really well. I'm really pleased. I'm really hoping that maybe we'll get some fruit from this one here. We have another little fig down here. This would be Verdino del Nord. Again, it's woken up. It's kind of doing well so far. We have a few others here. We've got 2 LSU blacks. We have a little Zafira there. We've got a bunch of Coldedam as well. And this is a Broggiotto from Ciro in Tuscany. There's a little avocado tree which has which is kind of recently or in several years it's died back, but what can you do? The white stuff here is diatomaceous earth, which I was using for the figs, but we have a Coldedam over here with Berber fig, which I imagine will drop off because I don't think Coldedams produce that first overwintered crop. So yeah, this is the back garden, and it's a very brief tour of what we're growing. We've got a type of raspberry down there, but I hope that yeah, a lot of this will turn into fruit And we also have the other garden as well, which I'll feature another time.